Halo, assalamualaikum. Apa kabar semua? Semoga semua selalu dalam keadaan sehat ya. I hope everyone is doing great. This is me, Ibu Betaria, with more lessons on BIPA, Bahasa Indonesia untuk penutur asing, Indonesian Language for Foreigners. Hari ini kita akan belajar apa lagi ya? What are we learning today? So this is what we are learning today. We are learning about expressions used in taking and leaving messages. Taking and leaving messages in Indonesian language. Mengambil dan meninggalkan pesan. Are you guys ready? Siap ya semua? Let's get started. Ayo kita mulai. So these are the points that we are learning today in terms of messages. Jadi yang pertama kita akan belajar tentang mengambil pesan, taking a message. Dan yang kedua, meninggalkan pesan, leaving a message. Dan yang ketiga, kita akan berkenalan dengan kata hubung bahwa. Okay, let's get closer to the conjunction bahwa. That we can use bahwa to pass on message to someone, menyampaikan pesan. Okay, let's get started from the first topic. The first one is about taking a message, jadi mengambil pesan. So when talking on the phone, sometimes people want to leave message, right? So you ask them if they want to leave a message. You can simply ask using this expression, is there a message? Ada pesan? Atau ada pesan untuk dia? Pay attention to the raising intonation at the end. Ada pesan to indicate a question. Ada pesan untuk dia? Raising intonation. Okay? And this is an example. Maaf Rian, Andre tidak ada di rumah sekarang. Ada pesan untuk dia? Ada pesan untuk dia? A second one, leaving a message. Meninggalkan pesan. We can use these expressions. Could you give him a message for me? Would you give him a message for me? Meninggalkan pesan. Apakah Anda bisa menyampaikan pesan padanya? Apakah Anda bisa menyampaikan pesan padanya? This is an example. Apa Bapak bisa menyampaikan pesan untuk Andre? Tentu saja Rian. Apa Bapak bisa menyampaikan pesan untuk Andre? Tentu saja Rian. Let's check out the following example of short dialogue. So we have Pak Dito and Rian on the phone. Halo, selamat siang. Halo Pak Dito, selamat siang. Apakah Andre ada? Ini Rian. Maaf Rian, Andre tidak ada di rumah sekarang. Ada pesan untuk dia? Ada pesan untuk dia? Iya Pak. Apa Bapak bisa menyampaikan pesan untuk Andre? Oh wait, we need a question mark here ya. Apa Bapak bisa menyampaikan pesan untuk Andre? Tentu saja Rian. Okay. So pay attention to the raising intonations at the end of the expressions used to leave message or to ask a message, to take a message. I will read that once again to you and you can repeat after me. Okay? Halo, selamat siang. Halo Pak Dito, selamat siang. Apakah Andre ada? Ini Rian. Maaf Rian, Andre tidak ada di rumah sekarang. Ada pesan untuk dia? Iya Pak, apa Bapak bisa menyampaikan pesan untuk Andre? Tentu saja Rian. That's great. Let's continue. Now here is our third point, the conjunction bahwa, kata hubung bahwa. And as you know that conjunctions, this is its definition, words that are used to join together clauses of a sentence. Clauses, subject and verb. Yeah, so words that are used to join together clauses of a sentence. Perhatikan contohnya ya. So this is an example. Ibu Nur berkata bahwa kami bisa menginap di rumahnya. Ibu Nur berkata bahwa kami bisa menginap di rumahnya. You can see the translations here in English. Miss Nur said that we can stay at her house. Okay? Now, let's see the details here. What happened to the conjunctions bahwa? Ibu Nur berkata bahwa kami bisa menginap di rumahnya. There are two parts of the sentence, as you can see, right? The first one is Ibu Nur berkata, and the second clause is the second part. We have kami bisa menginap di rumahnya. So there are two parts. Ibu Nur berkata, and the second one is kami bisa menginap di rumahnya. Two parts. So bahwa here is used to connect two clauses, before and after. We usually use, we have other words that usually join together with bahwa. We have berjanji, kira, mendengar, and percaya. Have you recognized this word? Have you learned about this word previously? If not, let's have a look at this. Yeah. So bahwa once again is usually used together with the verbs. The following verbs. Kira, berjanji, mendengar, dan percaya. Saya kira bahwa, saya berjanji bahwa, saya mendengar bahwa, saya percaya bahwa. And then after bahwa, you will find out that you have another clause. Okay? Kosakata baru ya. Kira, berjanji, mendengar, percaya. Let's see the following example. Contohnya, dia berjanji bahwa dia akan datang pukul 8. Dia berjanji bahwa dia akan datang pukul 8. Ani berkata bahwa dia akan bertemu temannya di bioskop. Ani berkata bahwa dia akan bertemu temannya di bioskop. Contoh yang berikutnya, saya mendengar bahwa ada gedung baru yang akan dibangun di sini. Saya mendengar bahwa ada gedung baru yang akan dibangun di sini. Okay, you have one clause before conjunctions bahwa and one clause after conjunction bahwa. We can also use this bahwa to ask somebody in passing on information. Meminta orang lain untuk menyampaikan pesan atau informasi. Use the following expression. Tolong beritahu dia bahwa. Please let him know that. Please let her know that. Ya. tolong beritahu dia bahwa, kita lihat contohnya ya. Pak, tolong beritahu Andre bahwa saya dan teman-teman akan bertemu dia di depan Solo Grand Mall. Full stop ya, titik, kurang titik di sini ya, full stop. Pak, tolong beritahu Andre bahwa saya dan teman-teman akan bertemu dia di depan Solo Grand Mall. Contoh, tolong beritahu Andre saya akan menelponnya kembali nanti sore. Oke Rian, kalau Andre pulang nanti saya akan memberitahu dia. Tolong beritahu Andre bahwa, ya, you can use bahwa here. Tolong beritahu Andre bahwa, tambahkan bahwa, saya akan menelponnya kembali nanti sore. Call him back, menelponnya kembali. Ya. Oke Rian, kalau Andre pulang nanti saya akan memberitahu tell. Ya, saya akan memberitahu dia, I will tell him. Bisa ya? Bagus. Kita lanjutkan slide selanjutnya. Nah, last but not least, this is what we are going to do next. The role play. Ayo kita bermain peran. So, in the classroom, I will divide you into groups. You will work together with a partner. And here is a situation that you can use as the basic for making the dialogue. We'll try to convey the intended meaning. Do not think about to translate the whole idea into bahasa Indonesia. Just create a conversation about passing informations or messages. You may, of course, change the idea. You may do your co-creation. Okay, you may develop the idea, you may change the idea, and this is only I just give you an idea of doing this. Yeah, so as an example, a ring in bahasa Indonesia we have kring with K to start with. Kring, 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 kring. Yeah. There are two people in this dialogue. You and your friend. Yeah. Pick up the phone, say hello, and say that this is, you can put your name there. This is, for example, this is Bursham speaking. Yeah. Then friend, say hello and say that your name is B. Let's say Carol. Yeah. Ask if Bursham's parents are home. Then you apologize, say that your parents are not home, and say where they are. A friend asks if Bursham can pass a message on to them. Of course, yeah, once again, you can adjust, you can put your name in it, in the dialogue. Say that certainly you can pass a message to your parents. Friend, say thank you, then ask that he or she tells the parents that you need to speak with them, and that you will call in at their house tonight. You say okay and ask what time B, Carol, will come to the house. Friend, say that you will be there at 8 p.m. You say that you will certainly pass on the message. And friend, thank A and say that you will see her or him tonight. And last, you thank B or Carol and say goodbye. So adjust the situations, you may co-create the dialogue. The focus is that you can implement what you have learned today about messages. Okay, and one more note that if you want to ask somebody to pass on a message, ya, tolong beritahu dia bahwa, ya, so let's say here, when you ask a question to pass on the message, ya, apakah Bapak bisa menyampaikan pesan ini? Apakah Bapak bisa memberitahu Andre bahwa saya akan menelpon nanti? When you ask these questions, it is most likely that the person being asked will simply reply, ya bisa, or tentu saja bisa. Okay, so that's it for today. I think that's enough for our lesson today about messages. Yeah, you can work together with your partner after this in the classroom. I will divide you into groups. Yeah, I will get you into breakout rooms, and you will have one student, Indonesian student, to assist you in practicing the dialogue. Let's see what we have here. Work together with your partner and check the pronunciation by asking the Indonesian student assisting you in the group. So you create the dialogue with your partner, and after that, when you have finished the dialogue, you can practice together, and you can ask the student assisting you in the group to check your pronunciations. If you are in doubt about how to pronounce some words, then you can just ask the Indonesian student in your group. Oke, ya, selamat bermain peran semuanya, selamat bermain peran teman-teman. Cukup sekian pelajaran hari ini. Jangan lupa untuk selalu latihan, dan latihan. Stay safe and healthy, selalu sehat dan semangat dan selalu senang, ya, selalu happy, selalu senang. Terima kasih semuanya, sampai jumpa di pertemuan yang akan datang. Ayo teman-teman, kita belajar bahasa Indonesia. Ayo kita belajar BIPA, bahasa Indonesia untuk penutur asing. Sampai jumpa. Terima kasih.